Nilqakom għal din il-podcast tal-lum tkompli ma tal-ġimgħa l-oħra, fejn flimkien ma' David ħankomplu niddiskutu fuq il-kannabis u l-potenzjal tagħha.
Perhaps we need some outside universal threat to make us recognize this common bound. I occasionally think how quickly our differences worldwide would vanish if we were facing an alien threat from outside this world.
So you have any plans here for the future here? If it gets more, how you say, if it gets more demonetized, for being arrested or something, so it becomes more legal here.
Yeah. If I planned anything for here, the only thing I planned was to vote Labour. So I needed to come, and I came from Detroit. And now I can plant my 4 plants legally. When I grew Mary Jane, I got arrested because they changed the law back then that if you grow one plant, you don't go to jail. So I told my friends, hey, let's go all one plant if you don't go to jail. And there's a trap, so you don't know how they work here. They trap you to put you in jail. I said okay. So why don't you do it yourself and bring it on Facebook if you think nothing's going to happen to you? And I said, you know what? Yeah, why not? Let me put one plant. Because I thought, if they get you with one plant, the police will come write you a ticket and you have to pay a fine. That's what I thought. Is one plant, you don't go to jail, man. They give me a fine. If they don't go to jail, they give me a fine. Oh my God, what they did, man. I put 1 hour on Facebook. It was Festival Ala in August, and a lawyer, a friend of mine, called me and said, David, take that Facebook post away. They're going to come and arrest you. I said, no. They were, yes. I said, no, yes, don't do it. Anyway, it scared me so much. Please. It's all right, I'll go. And I went home. So I only posted it for 1 hour. But the police saw it, I guess. And yeah, next day they came knocking on the door.
My father.
And I got arrested, searched me. Oh my God.
My father told me a story that people used to put flowers outside for the blessing.
Yeah.
And people got arrested for that too.
Really?
Some people didn't know it was cannabis.
Oh, right. I've heard that story, yeah, but yeah. Good story.
I know you ran for election with the Alternative Party.
Yeah, with the Green Party.
The Green Party.
Yeah, it was my party because I love their proposals and what they believe in. But now I'm planning to vote for the Labour Party because they made this great cannabis law that anybody who loves cannabis, he can grow it. 4 plants for personal use, it's great, And I believe in it. I kind of campaigned for it too. I raised awareness for cannabis. So I was living here in Malta, in Audish, and I want to, vote Labour for the first time, actually. I'm voting Labour for the first time.
Do you think we can do business with it, Maltese, for the Maltese?
Business,
like
you can, yeah, but it's not near and now. Probably in the future, yes. When people get used to it, that it's such a beneficial plant.
We can start I know you making utensils with it.
Oh, really?
And we can open new factories here and new jobs.
How they make it with utensils?
They press it.
Oh, the fiber.
Yes.
Oh, wow, that's for hemp. Yeah. which hemp is produce a lot of CBD, which is legal in Europe. CBD is considered a food supplement,
So
and it's legal, so we can grow hemp. And I'm going to the agriculture department nowadays and ask for permit so I can grow a field of hemp. I grow, a few 100,000 hemp plants, which is, cannabis, sativa,
it's beneficial for everything. Yeah.
for the soil, for that, soil barley. Here they call it barley. That means wild.
Wild, yes.
Yeah, and it's not, abandoned. That will revive it again because cannabis, the root goes very deep down to the ground and will take roots and brings nitrogen. It's nitrogen to the soil. Yeah, gives it energy again. Energize the soil basically.
And the way I see it, when they cut palms and organic waste, they burn it or throw it away instead of turning it into nutrients for the soil.
Yeah.
So
And,
they're not doing it yet.
Screw that. Because, we have humus from animals, nutrient from the soil. You can use, you make fiber from the plant.
Yes.
I'm not talking about the hemp, not the, cannabis that is not CBD. And they make medicine from CBD and seeds, the best superfood, nutritious seeds you can eat. I used to buy anabusa nowadays, and I used to make sprouts from it. I realized 30% of the anabusa, the hemp came in nowadays, Malta, they sprout. And I said, oh wow, look, and I'm eating them with yogurt as part of my daily diet. I'm vegetarian, and so. Yeah, I said, wow, they grow. So let me plant one in the ground to see if it grows. And it grew. That was, wow. And that was Mary Jane came from. And before Mary Jane, of course, then I realized, I can sow them in the roundabouts. And I sow the roundabouts of Oudish, all roundabouts of Oudish, and plants I could find, sow them off the hemp, the anabusa. And it was, remember, it was, what year was it, 2014? Yeah, it was around 2014, March 2014. That was the marijuana and the roundabouts of Oudish. That was my job. That was the idea came from the sprouts. You can buy them, first bag of sprouts, I bought it from a store in Malta, from a health food store. I said, let me try it. And it grew. I want to eat it. And I didn't want to, always sprout beans. You don't eat beans if it's not sprouted. That was the enzyme will harm your stomach. So I sprouted them. 30% sprouted. So, wow. That's why the idea came. The roundabout. Yeah. Crazy.
But
guy.
Mary Jane put you to jail.
Yeah, Mary Jane put
was
me to
going
jail.
was going to put.
Almost close. Oh my God. What a nightmare. I'm laughing now how they laughed back then. Yeah, I'm laughing now. It's funny actually.
And you think we're gonna have like coffee shops and stuff here?
I don't know. I don't even want to discuss. I don't care. Because I don't need coffee shop. I'm growing mine.
Yes. You got it your home, man. But
Yeah.
like, for socializing and stuff.
I wish. I hopefully. But it's a long process.
Difficult one, no?
You never know.
Because most people are against this thing.
Our coffee shop, it's now.
Yeah.
We are, as friends, you go with your friends, smoke your, joint. We from now on, we goes aside. You smoke your joint, you don't share it. You smoke alone, keep your joint, because of course of COVID too. Yeah, so, keep your joints to yourself. I goes aside. I roll my joint and I smoke it. Gozo style.
Gozo
That's
style.
the style we go from now on.
So David, do you think that we could start cruise ships like with for tourists for the cannabis and stuff?
Really? It's a good idea. It's not a bad idea. Who knows? But, it's illegal. In Malta, it's still illegal to do that. So you cannot sell it to your passengers. But you can have a cruise ship that you go out in the international waters, and over there you can do whatever you want, smoke all you want.
There's no law.
There's no law because it's the cruise ship's law. It's international water. I think that could be done. I think probably they do it. I'm not exactly sure. But how did you get the idea anyway? You heard it?
No, it was like you try to do business things and
Yeah.
business thoughts,
Yes, you're into business, huh?
When you
business minded.
Yes, when you smoke,
Yeah, it
you
started, yeah.
you think about a
imagination.
lot of things, to earn money, and other stuff. So,
Yeah, why not? Why not? If it's it's beneficial, because I believe, smoking cannabis it's medicinal. It's recreational because you enjoy it and it helps you. Nobody died of cancer who smoked cannabis.
when I
Cannabis, THC and CBD, but THC is very good to cure cancer. Very very good.
the
Probably not
THC
from smoking, but you need to take very like cannabis oil.
extracts.
Yeah, and cannabis oil. The oil they make from the flowers of the cannabis. The THC, more THC kills cancer cells. It's proven, it's true, and people are cured from it.
THC is the psychedelic side of it.
Yeah, that's THC, yeah. But, yeah, and this, you can tolerate, you don't, the thing is, this is how it is. It can get you paranoid if you smoke a lot. So it's like this. If you have a bottle of whiskey, if you drink the whole bottle of whiskey, this is whiskey, in one shot, you get drunk. Not even with half a bottle. So if you smoke the whole joint, it gets you paranoid because of paranoia. That's how, if you smoke the whole joint, then you get paranoid. I get paranoid if I do that.
If you smoke a whole joint.
In one shot, yeah. Because I get so stoned. Paranoid. I'm scared of you. Why is looking at me like that?
When I smoke, I read a lot. I stick to see a whole movie, not turn the movie off.
Yeah.
And when I hear music, I don't switch to another song. I hear the whole song. I don't know. It helps me sometimes with this.
Concentrating, but you smoke the whole joint and it helps you.
I smoke it in
Intervals,
sessions.
Like now I can smoke
Yes.
intervals, so I smoke all the time. I mean, smoke the whole joint in one shot.
I made a signed winder,
Yeah, at intervals I can, I can still conscious and talk with sense, not get paranoid and zoom out. That's what happens. I zoom out if I smoke a lot and get paranoid.
If I smoke a lot, I sleep.
And that helped me with sleep too. But it takes a couple of hours before I go to sleep.
It's medicine for the body, good medicine. I think the natives there, they used it to
Natives,
American there.
American natives.
I think they used.
I don't think they had cannabis.
They didn't have that.
Yeah, cannabis was
I know it's sinensis.
Mediterranean, and was China East,
sinensis.
but never in America. They had other drugs. They had peyote, they had magic mushrooms, they had tobacco. Tobacco came from the Americas. And so what happened? The Europeans brought cannabis to America. They should grow hemp. George Washington passed a law. When he became president, that I believe I said it. It's about 7 acres of land has to be grown in hemp. So because he had of the shipping, he was building ships, he was building a navy for shipping, for trading.
For trading.
Yeah, and they had a lot of trees, endless, thousands of miles of trees. So they were cutting, and it was rich. They were rich. It was the rich land, and they brought export everything to Europe.
Yeah.
That's how America became rich.
So they had the mushrooms.
Oh, the Americans. I mean, the Native Americans. Yes, they had peyote, magic mushrooms. They didn't have cannabis. They had tobacco.
Mushrooms. It's different from.
Oh, it's definitely different from cannabis. But yeah, the Europeans brought cannabis in because to build rigging for ropes and sails.
There was something on mushrooms. How Joseph Muscat said that it would be good to expand on mushroom, medical mushrooms.
Interesting. Yeah, it's been talked about in the US too, because they've been using it, experimenting with it. Now it's like more open. That they experiment with that, and it is helpful. It cures a lot of mental issues.
For the Alzheimer and
yeah, it does.
dementia.
Actually. Yes, it does. Yeah,
That's what I read last time.
yeah, it does.
So, when you're coming back, David?
I don't know. I don't know. Now that I'm growing, I'm gonna come in 3 months. I wanna see how my plants are growing. I give advice and do certain stuff. Experiment with the plants. I have 4 plants. I can experiment to learn.
Maybe you can expand more on the plant, how it can heal like my condition pylonitis, the one that the hair becomes the needle and gets into the skin.
Oh, right. It's like in Maltese we call it musmore.
Musmar, yes.
Yeah. You know what cures that? Cannabis oil cures it. And I had a similar problem about 3 years ago. I took photos, if I can find them. And it was here, on my shoulder here. And, I was traveling from New York City. It was uncomfortable. I believe I was...
The pain is hard.
Yeah, anyway.
Excruciating.
Oh, you touch it. Oh, it's like that. I went to a hospital in Detroit. And they made an appointment to operate me a week later. So I said, my God, I'm going to keep wearing... I could hardly put a shirt on. I could hardly put a jacket. Back then it was summer still, so we can put a T-shirt. But still, it was so painful. I can't even drive like this. I have to always sit like that. You can touch it. If somebody touch it, like, very painful.
Yeah, I can't.
So you have the same problem?
Yes, but it's in my back. I can sit proper.
Oh, yeah, you know what? So I said, I'm going to wait for a week for an operation. I said, I have cannabis oil. I get this cannabis oil from California, and I said, I always have it, always, because I believe in it. It cures cancer, this cannabis oil. And I get, so I put some on top of it. And I spent one day, it was a weekend, stayed at home, so let it dry. And then when you put a T-shirt on, before I put the T-shirt out for sleeping, I used to put cannabis oil, and we put a patch, with tape, a gauge, cotton gauge, put on top, and put tape. And in 2 days it healed, it dried it. After 1 day, because I have to, put more, to see what's going on, and I add some more oil, and after 2 days, the musmore was like the heart of the problem came out. It came out. I pushed it like this, and it pop. I hear like pop in a pimple. I touched it like this, boom, and no pain. There was still pain, but it was localized, I guess. Anyway, so and it cured in 3 days. I was fine, and I called her. I said, I'm not coming for the operation. So oh, why? I cured it. And yeah, it's okay. Boom, hanged up. Yeah. So I say, being operated, they cut you open. Yeah. And it's painful.
The one that I do, they cut you a hole and they make you a hole like a
Oh my
cookie
God.
cutter.
And you know what? When it healed, the wound, it had a hole, it's like a volcano.
It went down.
It was a little bit down, because it was missing skin there from this musmore, whatever it's called. What's it called in English?
From the swelling.
From the swelling of the musmore. What is they call it?
My condition is pylonitis.
Pylonitis, musmore, mela. It's the same.
The hair from my back,
Yeah. That's what this usual musmore does. Yeah.
And it penetrates the skin.
Yes. Yeah.
It stays there, and it swells after a time.
Yeah.
So, David, it was a pleasure to have you here. Maybe in the future we'll see you again. Okay.
Pleasure is mine, buddy.
Thank you, my friend.
Was pleasure talking to you, man. Thank you for
Thank
the
you.
opportunity, man. It was I really enjoyed it, especially in the atmosphere. You beautiful joints. Or like this again, and with a beer. This I like being on TV. This like you're so stiff, with the iron look good. Makes you can't even talk almost.
Yeah, it's relaxed, so we keep it relaxed.
Very nice. Thank you.
Thank you, man.
Thank you so much, Sayan. I love it. Sayan Cassar podcast. All right, let me know when it's out so I can watch it. I'll be like, oh my God, what they say?
Thank you to our viewers for watching our
Thank you for watching. Please comment on Sayan Cassar podcast
Thank you very
and
much.
make likes.
We don't use cannabis, We use herb. Herb is the healing of the nation. Like how alcohol is the destruction of mankind. Herb is the healing of the nation, The more you accept herbs, the more you accept Rastafari. You dig what I say? We who accept herb. Herb is important, but herb is more important to the people who don't accept it yet because that is the reality. I mean, it's not selling is something that you crave, but you check it in your sense and say, herb. Herb is a plant. I mean, herbs are good for everything. Why these people who want to do so much good for everyone, who call themselves governments and this and that, why them say you must not use the herb? You see? And we check that and we can't find, we just see them just say, no, you mustn't use it because it make you rebel. If you use it.